You can. And Adria.
Adria.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Hello. Oh,
My
nice to
goodness.
see you.
So many new people who I
So
haven't
many
seen.
new faces.
I know. I give everybody a hug.
Oh, I see Leticia's eyebrows.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Hi, Tammy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Artie. Hi, Jochen.
Hi, Heidi.
Oh my
Hi,
gosh,
Sam.
Dee is coming. I can't
Oh,
believe
awesome.
it. This is so great.
All the long lost bells are on today.
Ah, Dee!
Heidi.
I brought popcorn to the movies.
I love it.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's so good to see everybody smiling and it's so good. So maybe we'll just go around with this. I was going to read something from the Book of Awakening, but maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Then I'll go around. How about that? So good to see everybody. So today is August 25. But the reading I'm going to do is actually from yesterday because I kind of like the reading. It's about enthusiasm. So, so let me read you the commentary. Enthusiasm. We are human beings. Our being infinite as wind. Our human house full of holes. How's that for a metaphor? As difficult as it is to accept that there are no answers in life, it is even more difficult at times to accept that no one holds what we presume are the answers. No one. There is only, it seems, a returning glimpse of wholeness in which all of it is seen and felt, and the frequently muddled aftermath when clarity is gone and all speech fails. In essence, as we must blink 1,000 times a day, blink, 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 what is human in us blinks continually over our essence. In this way, our limitations humble us. Covering our gifts repeatedly, blinking away, there, then not, there, then not. There is no escaping the mix of all this. There is only holding the mystery of truth in view, even when we're in the dark, the way we can feel the warmth of the sun when our lids are closed. So what are we left with? Well, we are each faced with the endless and repeatable task of discovering or uncovering our enthusiasm, which means in essence being at one with the energy of God or the divine. The word itself comes from the Greek en, which means one with, and theos, the divine, enthusiasm. Despite our endless limitation, it seems that the qualities of attention, risk, and compassion allow us to be at one with the energy of the whole, and the result is enthusiasm, that deep sensation of oneness. As such, enthusiasm is not a mood that can be willed or forced. Rather, it is the ripple that follows the stone. It can only be felt after we immerse ourselves in life. Like a bird gliding on the current of air, it cannot see, or a fish swimming with the tide of deep, it cannot see, or a note being sung as part of a song, it cannot see. We are all left with the necessary risk to starve. Hold on a second. Starve the ego that in us which believes it can control the world, so that the unseeable music of being may rise and carry us. In recurring humility, our enthusiasm, our momentary oneness with the energy of the universe is the sound of God moving through the harp of the soul. But that's kind of the words today. It is a mysterious and strenuous and simple practice to walk when you're able and be still when we are not, to bleed the dark that builds within us and trade it for the light, which is always waiting. Despite all our limitations, the most crucial challenge of being human is to show up like a rose. So, what are your thoughts about that reading? And maybe the question is, I don't know, maybe the question is about, what are you enthusiastic about? Or being, one with, the divine. How's that for a question to ponder upon? So, Jochen.
Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful today that you, the Bells of Hope, are my daybreak.
Oh,
I have a full working day behind me, and I will go to rehearse with my senior brass group when this meeting is over. About enthusiasm. When I feel bad, I experience that I will be enthusiastic again sometime. So if I feel very bad, I just sit down and wait sometimes, because I know I will feel better sometime. Sometimes I just have to wait. Sometimes I cannot do anything but wait for better times. And I know there are waves in my life, like it's going down, but it's going up again. So I am very sure in my life that I will be enthusiastic now and then again. So that's good, no?
yes. Oh, that's a beautiful response, Jochen. I like that very, very much. Thank you. I love it. Beautiful. Anybody else have any thoughts?
Well,
Sue.
Oh, no, go ahead, Adria.
no, you can go, Sue.
I've been feeling very uninspired for months on end, and it's, I love what you said, Jochen, because most of us have it within us. I agree with you. Sometimes we need a little help, and that's fine too. But always knowing that you have this ability to, you just have to go with the flow. It's like when you can't sleep at night, you can be tortured about it, or you can just say, oh, so I can't sleep tonight. I'll just lie here and try to feel relaxed, let's say. But yesterday, we went to the Berkshire Botanic Garden. And all the years that we've been coming here, we've never gone there for no apparent reason. But we went, and it's very small and very beautiful. And I found myself taking photographs of things in a way that I would like to paint. So I felt like an awakening. And so this really resonated with me. This reading really resonated with me because, you can only be in that downward curve for so long before, you feel like, oh, it's going to be really hard to get back on that upswing. But, these small things that we could do, little places we can go and still have a beautiful experience. I mean, I think that's where it's at.
Thank you. I love that. That's great. Thank you, Sue. And Miss Adria.
So both of you have hit the nail on the head. I love the imagery of the wave, and all of the imagery in what you read, Ron, about music and how that is. There is pauses and waiting and breath, and it crescendos, and then it goes down, and it moves and everything. And like Sue's saying, it is a kind of a go with the flow. I mean, just instead of forcing it, and I think we kind of force things a lot of times. We try to control them and make them fit instead of inviting what it is.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, Miss Tammy.
I unmuted. I know you muted me.
I muted you. I hope you
I
didn't mind.
know, it's okay. No offense taken. This is very timely, I think, and Johan and Sue, definitely I can resonate with that. I was in a very low point Sunday and Monday, mostly Monday, I guess both days. And I think yesterday, someone pointed out to, just go with the flow, like you said, Sue, stay in our lanes. I think you know who you are. And I tried to understand, like, I guess it was with all the news and everything, and just what am I not doing that's not giving me joy? And I haven't really created like you, Sue, in a long time, which I don't have the ability like you do, but I create by like painting a wall or a door or something, or doing what I do. And I thought, I'm going to go paint that back door, that I've been meaning to paint. And, I got a new veranda magazine. So I just took the time to really sit outside and just look through it and read articles, and just, design gives me joy, and just let it, like you said, Jochen, just let it come, and then let it, come out of it. Find something that inspires you like you did, Sue. And I think that's great. And giving ourselves permission to feel that way instead of getting uptight about it. So yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Thank you, Tammy.
I'll mute myself.
Any thoughts?
Well, one other thing, it's funny that Tammy was talking about that. I just read an article that asked the questions, what is mine to do and what is mine not to do? What is mine to say? What is mine not to say? And thinking about what is mine to care about and what is mine not to care about. Because sometimes we get caught up in that news of like, oh, I'm supposed, and it's not mine to care about.
Yep. Miss D, can I point to you?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Like Jochen said, I'm learning to accept that it's okay when I don't feel enthusiastic about anything. I don't worry about myself about it anymore. Like, what's wrong with me? I have no enthusiasm. And you just, the truth is, it is like yin and yang. I mean, you just wait, you wait, you focus on something else or nothing at all, or you go out in nature and you just wait for it to come back. I've been having this unusual experience of having to temper my enthusiasm because basically out of fear in a way, because of buying this condo. And I was afraid to get enthusiastic or excited at all about it until it was a done deal. Like and every once in a while I'd find some enthusiasm bubbling up, like, oh, I'm going to paint that wall. Oh, I'm going to do this. Well, I can't wait. And I would just have to like, all right, take it easy. Like, don't get too excited about this. Don't invest too much enthusiasm in this because, you never know. You don't want it pulled out from under you. So I've been like, tamping down all this enthusiasm, and I'm getting depressed from it. Like I needed to be enthusiastic again about something. So the loan was fully approved. I just found out the other day. So I think that means I could start to get a little enthusiastic, you know, even though I'm not willing to unpack any of my boxes yet, because that's my last thing. I will not unpack a box until the papers are signed. Or if I do, I'm going to hang on to the box. God forbid I need it again. But yeah, so it's an odd thing with enthusiasm, like it's been bubbling up and I've been, holding it down, holding it. So I can't wait to bust out with some enthusiasm. Like my enthusiasm is like chomping at the bit, and I'm pulling back on the reins. So, well, I can't wait to bust out with some enthusiasm really soon. Like soon,
Oh,
the 31st, the closing is the 31st. So after that, I can look forward to being enthusiastic about a lot of stuff and not being afraid that it's going to be taken away from me,
right. Well, I can feel that, Dee. It feels really wonderful. So, yes, so this is talk about, that's interesting, just the concept of, you're on the edge and you always have it, but at the same time, it's not just there yet because anything could happen at the last minute. So, of course, talk
Right.
about, balancing our enthusiasm so then we don't get disappointed or whatever,
Right.
whatever that might be. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
And Miss Mary Beth, what are your thoughts? You have to unmute.
Oh, thank you. Could you write that down? Most people don't tell me that. Yes. I think I'm the only person who can talk more than Joe Biden. Um, so I loved what everyone said and I loved the reading. I thought it was very timely and everybody shared something that I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. So I guess for me, it's the riding of the wave and kind of remembering balance doesn't mean stillness.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's easy to get, or for me to sort of get still, take it, as opposed to just continuing to move in a flow. And I love the email and what brings you awe or puts you in awe or what are you in awe of. All of mine is in my phone. You'll get it soon. Because it's these kind of moments in like New York or sometimes when I get stuck it's just like okay, I'm available for my point of view to change. I'm available for a miracle.
Mm.
If my shirt's ironed, okay, I'm available for Mr. Right. No, but I just mean, and sometimes those things help. Enthusiasm kind of keeps me going. I love to have a project, and it's not really about the project, although it has to sort of. I can relate to Diane, like reining in the enthusiasm, and now I have different medications that create different types of. I feel like a young teenager at brinking on puberty with Tourette's. I mean, like I can't. And also with regards to some of the other things, the music. Yeah, my mother could sigh like it was Beethoven. Like she could sigh like Beethoven, and that's how you knew if you were in trouble, if she was happy. But that idea of the space in between, like the space in between the raindrops,
That
the
is
space. So I love that, and the giving yourself permission if you can't go, like if you can't fall asleep, I say get up. I will tend to get into a drawer, although sometimes those things are satisfying and it's finding the balance, I guess.
right.
And then just with the last piece about it, and I'm trying to learn this, is this idea of expression with eloquence and proper pronunciation, of course. But what came to mind, and I bring it up because this I believe.
Uh-huh.
So often those essays, or yeah, they're so like even some of the ones I don't know whether we did Martin Luther King, but even some of the ones that were really loaded subjects, perhaps, or really were so eloquent and so able to be heard, even if you were, I don't know, I was always sort of, and that other book you read from, like, the book, not the thing where you throw the cards. No,
Okay.
yeah, I was sort of, there's some humor, I got it. There's a book of wonder, or their book of miracles, or there's another book you sometimes read from
Um,
each,
I don't
each,
remember.
each
Anyway,
day. Somebody, Heather, help me. There's a book that's, oh, okay, I'll remember and it'll come back, but anyway, that's all.
thank you. Thank you. So this is the Book of Awakening, and then the other one is the
That's the book I meant.
okay, great.
No wonder. Okay, thank you. I'm muting myself.
Thank you. And Miss Rita.
Hey, hi everybody. Good to see you all. That was a good reading, the enthusiasm, and I like the example of the waves because that's what this year has been like for
Yes.
me, at least, with the waves, the enthusiasm going up. And then it goes down, and then you're in the valley again and waiting for it to come back. So I think that's especially with my favorite summer activity, blueberry picking. I haven't been able to go because of the rain and car problems. I've always been enthusiastic for the weekend to come and to go blueberry picking in New Hampshire, and then something always happened. So it's been very much a year of ups and downs. Last year I picked 40 pounds of blueberries. This year I only picked a couple of pounds in my one
Oh,
trip.
wow.
So I'm going to go up this weekend again. They're again predicting rain, but it's the last weekend of blueberry picking in New Hampshire. So I'm going to run between the raindrops and pick the blueberries anyway.
Ah. Okay, yes. Go with the waves.
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you. And Miss Leticia, you're in center stage on my screen here.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here. It's been a while. I just got out of my third meeting this morning at 11:29. So it's been a hectic morning, and I'm glad I'm enthusiastic. But hearing all of you, and I find it really interesting, especially the silences between actions, between thoughts, between sentences. I have a little niece who is 8 years old and she hates reading, and she's learning to, she has to practice, and she keeps reading blah, 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 without any punctuation. And I keep telling her, no, 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 no. You have to savor the words, and a period is a pause, a comma is a short pause, and it's difficult. So we've been working on that. But I think it was something that Mary Beth talked about, and it reminded me of something my maternal grandfather used to say all the time, and I don't know where he got that from, who wrote the quote, and I'm on my phone, so I can't say something completely coherent. And he was a very wise and very kind, very, very intelligent and kind man. And he used to say, age wrinkles the body. Lack of enthusiasm wrinkles the soul.
Oh, interesting. Great quote.
And I have always liked that. And I'd have to check the precise quote, but it was something to that effect. And I thought that is so interesting because there's another saying in French that she died, let's say, at 35, but buried at 80. And it's also the same thing, that there's a lack of enthusiasm that just makes you flat and makes you lose your shine, your shininess.
Mm-hmm. Ah, thank you. Thank you. And Miss Heather, what are you enthusiastic about? or your thoughts about enthusiasm.
Oh, I really love what everyone shared. It all resonates. I liked what Johan started off about the times we're not enthusiastic, but what I'm learning about those times is not to be so hard on myself and that I don't have to get anything done and nobody's putting that pressure on myself except myself. So I have these piles and things I need to take care of, and even my car is still not taken care of. And I just took a step back and just let it all go. And it's like, it's okay. I'm the only one putting the pressure on myself. So I love what Mary Beth said about the space in between. I think there was a saying about the space in between the raindrops, and just to enjoy those pauses or those times. And Sue, I resonate with you as well of not finding that creativity or being hard on myself for not just starting something. Like Adria, you're amazing about she'll just pull out all the art supplies and just start painting. And I'm just like, it doesn't bubble up in me in the same way. So Adria has always inspired me in that sense, where she just pulls the things out and just starts doing something with that enthusiasm. Adria, you have a lot of enthusiasm. I haven't had much enthusiasm lately, but I realize from hearing all of you speak that sometimes the enthusiasm bubbles up. Just the other day, I really wanted to see that movie Coda. And the other day I just said to RD, hey, you want to watch a movie like in the late afternoon? And we never do that. And he's like, sure. And so we dropped everything. I didn't take care of my car. He didn't take care of his doctor appointments. And I had so much enthusiasm that we were going to watch the movie in the afternoon, even though we had so much to do.
And it was a great movie.
It was a great movie. I highly recommend it. It was the first movie I've seen in a long time that left me full of joy and full of happiness and left me smiling, which enthusiasm. But I highly recommend that movie, Coda, CODA. But thank you for sharing. I totally feel that place in my life right now where I don't have a lot of enthusiasm and I'm not getting a lot done that I want to get done, but I'm also learning to let it go.
And for me, that reading for me felt good because I am transferring and made the commitment to transfer to Mount Sinai. And I just spoke to the nurse for the first time. So now we're doing step by step as to what needs to get done. And so I'm enthusiastic about that. But on a different note, on a different note, sometimes I get over enthusiastic because I want to do so many different things and then I get very frustrated. So I got frustrated at Heather yesterday because I wanted to do this and this and this and this. And, and I just have to release that and say, okay, I can only do one thing at a time. And so what I did, I made a beautiful dinner last night of roast duck, which took over 3 hours to make, and and stir-fried vegetables and a full dinner. Of course, we didn't eat until after midnight, but it was great. But the good thing is I'm enthusiastic. I don't need to cook today. So everything is all prepared and we'll have a lot of wonderful different options for leftovers. So I'm enthusiastic about that. I'm enthusiastic for food. So, or bottom line is I'm enthusiastic for life. I mean, there's some days I just can't do it anymore. And, and I'm always enthusiastic for us Bells. I mean, to me, you all bring me joy and commitment and just knowing that you're all here. And even if you're not here, you are here. So to me, I just feel very, very blessed with all of you being here. So on that note, yes, Sue,
I just wanted, as everybody was talking, this occurred to me. And that is when we see other people who are on the up curve, we kind of take that energy and sometimes we put it on ourselves. Like, why am I not in that place? Like even when I'm in a painting mode or an art, a creative mode, I could go for 3 months and I'm just like churning it out. It's like I can't hold it in. And I think everybody kind of gets into that kind of, it's almost manic, that kind of manic behavior when you're feeling so excited and you know, and renewed about whatever it is that you do creatively or intellectually, whatever it is that does it for you. But then we have to stop comparing ourselves to everyone around us
Mhm, mhm.
because we all inhabit that place in a very different way. So being a little self-forgiving is always a good idea.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Well, you know, I appreciate very, very much all of you. And in a way, we are a microcosm of the macrocosm. So the people are going to be having their highs, other people are going to be having their lows. And in a way, what our Bell's family I see, you know, we bring a harmony or a balance amid all of our different emotions that we're going through, whatever that might be. And just knowing that we're all here. And so we'll just support each other, whatever wave that we're in, whether we're being crashed to the shore, being bashed around, or just being on a high, you know, on the surfboard, you know, at the top of the waves. So, you know, I think we're here. We're all here. So on that note, let's do a nice meditation. How about that? So I'm going to mute everybody and oh, actually, Jochen, may I request? May I ask you to do the Om Mani Padme Hums at the end? You know, when? How about that? Remember when we did that before?
Yes, but you have to ring the bell.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
ring the bells, and then you can do that, and then I'll ring the bell. How about that? That'd be nice. Oh, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I'm going to mute you, you know, Jochen. And Mary Beth, real quick.
You very quick, it just it just popped in with regards to balance and waves, is that as kids or however we work really hard to ride a wave. You know, if you're a surfer, like we get knocked down, you go in the ocean or whatever it is, and we don't even consider that. And and so maybe if that helps in terms of the self-forgiving or
Right.
I don't have an idea right now, but then I'm waiting for my bell meditation, so we have to stop talking.
Okay. Great, thank you. So let's just relax and just breathe and have your feet flat on the floor. Consciously put your feet flat on the floor and just sit centered in your chair, very comfortable. And if you want to do the heart calming mudra, that's the left hand on top of the right hand with your thumbs together. And if you want to do that, you're welcome to do that also. And just breathe in and breathe out and relax. And let's imagine that we're all outdoors, out in Mother Nature, sitting by the edge of the water, whether it's a lake or the gentle stream or on the ocean, and just breathing in and breathing out and just relax. And let's begin our time together with the ringing of the bell. So let's just visualize ourselves in a beautiful place outside and just feel the warmth of the summer sun. Maybe breathe in the fragrance of the flowers surrounding us. See the beautiful blue skies, the clouds, and just feel the temperature around you. Is it warm? Is it humid? Or is some cooling breezes? Whatever that might be. And just relax our entire being, our heads and our neck. Really relax our shoulders. Relax your shoulders. There's no need to carry anything at this time. And at the same time, relax your arms, your wings, your elbows. And relax your hands. And maybe imagine the hands are like the sunflowers, open to the sun and the rain, the moon and the stars. Gently bring our attention to our hearts, floating on a beautiful lotus flower, surrounded by the purple chi healing petals, floating on cool, calm waters, the waters of life. Breathe deeply into the Dantian, the center of our being, the golden stone, feeling grounded and centered. Relax into our chairs, our hips and our thighs, our knees and our legs. Feeling centered, feeling safe. And then bring our attention to our feet, our ankles, our soles, our heels, and even our toes, connecting to the solid earth beneath us. And just welcome this positive universal chi energy of love and gratitude and good health. Gently connecting along the central channel of our bodies into our hearts, the Dantian, and through our legs like the roots of the bamboo, going deep into and holding hands with Mother Earth. And let's just take this time and just breathe gently in And just continue gently our breathing in and out in this beautiful place outdoors. Just feeling the warmth of the sun and the gentle breezes and the hills in the distance surrounding us. And just continue breathing gently in and out. So let's all gently come together in a circle. And each of us imagine that we are like the petals of the lotus flower encircling the center of our hearts. And gently, gently take our hands and take our petals and bring it into a prayer position. And just a mudra of love and of thanks and of gratitude. And then take our hands and just release and place it over our hearts, our dantian, whatever that might be. Gentle hug. And let's just close our time together with the ringing of the bell.
Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. The 6 true words just filled with song and with love and with compassion and kindness and smiles. And gently, gently release. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful, Jochen. And rub our palms together. That was so special. And then just caress our face. So wash your face and do a little gentle tap dance. Tap, 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 tap. Along our face and our forehead and around the top of our head. Rub our ears together and then do a little tap along the meridians, along the arms. Yes, in the top part of the arm, the bottom part, your shoulders, our hearts and our organs and our hips. A tap dance on the earth, like a little pitter patter, and a reach up for the stars. Yes. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Johan. That really made me smile.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was
really
beautiful.
was beautiful.
I do it
Ah.
anytime. I sing along with you, always.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much.
Wonderful.
It was great.
So have a beautiful day. Thank you so much, Johan. Thank you all of you.
Thank
It's so
you
great to
all.
see you, Dee and Agia and Rita and Leticia and Tammy and Sue and Mitzi and everyone. And this kind of
RD and
And
Heather.
Mary Beth.
Nardi and Heather.
have a
Yeah.
beautiful
Thank you, Ardy and
day.
Heather. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone.